Welcome back to another episode of Save Shot, where we talk about all things video games.
I'm glad that you actually remembered it because couldn't like the name of this category of podcast. Because I forgot.
Yeah, you always want to save your game before you take a shot.
Yeah, so
always
and save slot, save shot. So
what? I was literally talking about saving your game
before you take a
shot. Take a shot. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that.
Yeah.
I'm your host Pierce. This is the other host Alec.
Alec.
Yeah, Alecini.
Alecini. Yeah. Funhouse. Yeah.
Right.
But we got an interesting kind of couple of topics for.
Remasters are taking over the world of PlayStation. That's all we get in Xbox. This is all we get is remasters. Well, that's not all, but
I feel like a good 60%.
So I would say 70% of remasters.
70% of games released this year have been remasters.
That's released this year. I would say 60-70% have been remasters. That's kind of sad.
I would even say it probably bled over into half of 2016. I felt like was a lot of remasters.
2016 was a lot of remasters, and when the PS4 and Xbox One first came out, it was either remasters or ports. And it was like, I want a new game. There were like 4 of them.
Where the new IPs at, guys?
Where them shiny games at, guys? Come on, help me out.
Okay, so I guess what do you want to discuss about it here? So we can kind of cover it all. Like, do you want to cover more of like games you want to remaster first, or games you felt like we just didn't really need a remaster of, or ones that you actually cared about that got remastered?
There aren't too many remasters that I actually care about. I may play them and like them, but I don't really care about it. I didn't need it.
Right.
Like Skyrim. I didn't need a.
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started on Bethesda right now. That's like
switching topics.
Yeah, I could rant for an hour on Bethesda.
Well, I don't want that.
Yeah. Nobody wants to hear that.
Right. I didn't need another Bethesda game that was the same.
Yeah. Yeah, like, oh, cool, we got this Skyrim Special Edition, and it's just got prettier graphics. Woo.
I also didn't play Skyrim until like a year ago.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like medieval anything. I love dragons, but I don't like medieval stuff.
You know, I can understand that. I know quite a few people that it's either they like medieval, but then they don't like the post-apocalyptic of Fallout 4 and vice versa. I've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
So your opinion's not unpopular, I would say.
I wouldn't say it's just, man. But
and then
I played Skyrim. I played it for about, I want to say an hour or 2, maybe 3. It's cool. It's not the holy grail of video games that people claim it to be. And then they were when the PS4 and Xbox One versions, when they came out, they're like, you can do mods. And in my head, I was thinking well, hold on now, that's kind of dope. This might actually be worth getting, because I was like, I'm gonna put a Goku mod in it, and I would be Goku and just fly around and punch people.
Oh, I'm sure somebody
can't.
Oh,
the PC you can.
Oh, yeah.
PC you can do pretty much anything.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why, I kind of want to build a PC, but,
you should.
Oh, yeah, give me PC money.
Well, I'll offer you this proposition, Piers. And you gotta hear me out, because you're not gonna like it.
Oh, they're not going to say. What?
You know how you buy, 5 games a month?
Month? Continue.
Okay, how many games do you buy in a month?
You don't want to know.
How many do you buy in a week?
You don't want to know.
Okay. Let's say okay, can you just give me a roundabout estimate? Because I can tell you how long it would take you to build a PC. Okay,
hold on. I also don't just buy $60 games every week. I'll buy a $60 game twice, maybe 3 times a month. And then every other game is just sales.
Alright. So let's say you spend, I'm going to probably lowball this. Let's say you spend $200 a month on games.
That's about right. Okay. Almost, give or take.
Yeah, because you said 3 games new, and those are $60 a piece generally.
Never mind. Continue.
All right. So let's say you spend $200 a month on games. All right. If you stop doing that,
what?
For 3 months,
what?
You can build a very nice PC.
That's 3 months though. I could have 3 months worth of games though.
Okay, how about instead you spend $100 on games?
But then I can only get like one game.
Then I guess you're never getting a PC.
Yes, you're never getting a PC. All right, glad we settled that argument.
Okay, how about this? If
What?
you set aside
Oh, I got it. I'll just get a better job. There you go.
to buy more
Better
games,
job, buy more games, and build PCs.
sure.
I'll build all the PCs.
Okay, so let's say I would say if you set aside like $100 a month for a PC, in about 6 months you can build 7 months you can build a really decent PC. Because my PC, I spent about $600, and that was like everything, including the case and everything, keyboard, mouse. I built that in. I think it was 2013 or 2014, and I can't play every game that's out now. Like I don't want to even think about playing Witcher 3
Well,
on
also,
it.
and I literally just discovered why I haven't really committed to buying a PC, because I get bored of games really quickly, like insanely quick. Unless it's a game I've been waiting for a long time and it comes out and it's great, I get bored of games really quick. PC is either digital or like the very few games that have the discs.
Who
Right.
does that nowadays?
And I can't trade them in. I'm stuck with them. They're like children.
You know, that's a very good point. That is the one huge downside to digital, which I think Steam was going to try to work something out.
Well,
with
it's
that.
like you can refund it, but you have to only pay like 2 hours worth of it.
2 hours,
and
or
I think
less.
it's like within 14 days or something like that.
I thought they were going to work on like some sort of trading system where you could almost like trade your game in for some sort of Steam credit.
I think I would trade in all my Steam games that I have because I just keep buying them for no reason. Except Alice Madness Returns. I love that game.
Oh.
Alice
I
in
haven't played
Wonderland?
it.
You haven't played Alice Madness Returns?
No.
I love that game. That's
It
like one of
looks
my
good.
top
Ish.
15 games of all time.
But anyway, you should buy a PC. I mean, I don't PC game that often, but when I do, it's just nice to have.
Oh, yeah. I'm a console snob. I grew up on consoles.
Well, so did I. I will always prefer console over PC. That's just me.
Yeah.
So
I like having an actual disc that I kind of control. It's like, if I don't like Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z, I can either break it or get rid of that.
And I think there's just something about relaxing on the couch.
Well, if you, of course, you're going to hear them say, like, oh, you can relax on your couch, it's just put your PC too.
But
It's like, I don't want to have my PC, like, it's
Yeah.
too much work.
And I think to me is like I associate my computer with work because that's what I'm on the computer all the time
Yeah,
for work.
That's what we're going to call it, work. Yeah, I associate my computer with work all the time, too. I work 3 times a day sometimes.
All right.
Jokes. Anyway, remasters. Let's go back
Remasters.
to that.
I guess you said that we obviously didn't need a Skyrim remaster.
No.
I completely agree.
I don't think...
Just give me Elder Scrolls 6 at that point.
I don't think they're thinking about that game right now. They're probably like, how can we milk Skyrim again one
Well,
more
they did
time?
with adding that survival mode.
Yeah.
Which is you have to pay for it.
Whatever.
Damn you, Bethesda.
Anyway, I don't think we need a Shadow of Colossus game remaster, but I also get why they're making a Shadow of Colossus remaster. I kind of feel like Shadow of the Colossus was ahead of its time.
Yeah, and I actually want to play it again. Like, I thought it looked good on PS2.
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine what I'm going to think when it...
A little bit better.
True. But I'm excited to see it.
I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna play Shadow of the Colossus again because I'll never forget, like, when I first started playing it, I was like, this is like Zelda, but on PlayStation 2. And then I was like, but where's the story? So and it took me a while to figure out that you just go around and fighting these giants.
The Colossi, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, I mean, this is interesting. I don't know if there was there a story to it?
You were killing the Colossi to resurrect your girlfriend.
Okay. So that's what that girl was there on that little thing like Zelda. I literally just would play my brother's save files. I would never tell them. I would say, oh yeah, I'm playing my save file, but I didn't want to start the game by myself. Like, I just would play that.
Other remaster. like, there's some that I'm glad that they remastered because a lot of people would have probably never played the game, like, or the original, like Bulletstorm. We talked about this. Like, it's a fun game.
Yeah,
so
Bulletstorm's fun.
I'm kind of glad it got remastered. Devil May Cry Definitive Edition.
Yeah.
Super happy that it got remastered. But there's a lot of games that, like, I see them on the list of things being remastered, and I'm like, really?
Right.
Like, Final Fantasy 12, I can't wait to buy that. I know it's already out.
Oh, I was going to say, it's like, you know it's already out, right?
But
it came out a couple months ago.
What I like about that, though, is they actually, like, revamped a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay with it.
Okay. I mean, I don't hate remasters. I'd rather them do something
It's just
new.
lazy.
It may seem like it's lazy, but at the same time, it's either sort of gauging everyone's interest
Which is
in
true.
a sequel. Like, and I feel like that's why they're doing a Shadow of the Colossus remaster, because they're like, all right, we want to make Shadow of the Colossus 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
But,
It's a good... Yeah, I'll agree with you on
Yeah,
that.
it's sort of like figure out people like, hey, would you play Shadow of the Colossus 2? Maybe buy this remaster Shadow of the Colossus 1. Let's see what happens. And
It's probably a good way for the company to, like we talked about, it's obviously going to be a lot cheaper for a company to do, and
to do a remaster,
and it gives them some
to,
revenue while maybe working on a bigger project.
Right.
So.
And that's probably like tide you over, and it kind of has me thinking like, well, they're making that Dot Hack remaster for PS4. Part of me's like, oh, what if they make another Dot Hack game?
But see, they did did us one better with not only remastering them, but they're including an extra story chapter in it too. Because there's like that Volume 4 that's in it.
I never played. I played 2 seconds of one Dot Hack game, and it was like the first one.
Oh,
I
okay.
did not like it.
Oh, like the one,
The very
like
first
Dot
one,
Hack
PS2.
Infection,
Sure.
the one
I
with the
don't
white
remember.
cover, right?
The one with the guy that had the blue hair and the cap, the one that they
Oh, yeah, that's like the very, very first Dot Hack game. But this one, because I did play Volume 1 of this one that's getting remastered, and
is it all of the volumes or just Volume 1?
You get volume, because originally there was volumes 1 through 3, but
Mm-hmm.
this one you get volumes 1 through 3, and they have a full.
Oh, okay, so it's all of them.
It's all of them, plus they're giving you an extra like game basically. So you get 4 games in one. Is basically what I'm saying.
Oh, that's good. That's at least good.
So it's awesome, and it's only gonna be like 40,
50.
50 bucks or something like that. So
I would have charged 40 for it, but
yeah.
and I'm actually kind of interested to see, because those games on PS2 go for like ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is going to bring those prices down. Like, does it make them kind of like a
Probably.
commodity? It's like whatever. Like, we don't like let's say
I imagine that's what's gonna happen.
yeah.
Um,
But of course, there's going to be people like, I want the original. I want the one that was on PS2. So, but you got a PS4. Like, it's a better version of
and now
that.
you have trophies.
Right. Like, sure, trophies.
But I'm excited for it because I think you would like it, because I liked the combat a lot for Volume 1 of that
Yeah.
Dot Hack series, and I liked it quite a bit, and it had a cool story.
Okay.
I just never got around to buying the other volumes, because I think by the time I wanted to, they were
They're
like
expensive.
ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I guess, are there any games that you hope to get remastered?
Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started. So, games that I want remastered like super duper badly, gotta have Onimusha. Oh, have you played Onimusha?
We talked about this. I haven't.
You haven't? Oh, that's
No.
right, you didn't. Oh my gosh.
I was too
Onimusha.
wrapped up in Devil May Cry at that point. So.
Oh, Onimusha is better than Devil May Cry.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa is right. Like, it was literally like Resident Evil with Samurai.
See, I would have loved that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I used to, before I played it, I used to watch my oldest brother play it, and I was like, this is so cool. And I kind of feel like that was like my start into like, I love Japanese anything.
Right.
And then when I finally played them on my own, I played Genma Onimusha, which was the one on Xbox, and I love that one. But I still think Onimusha 2 and 3 are my favorites. 4 was cool, but it kind of deviated from everything that made Onimusha Onimusha.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's kind of like it's the Devil May Cry 2 of
where they try to explore
Onimusha.
some different things.
Yeah, but it's actually good. Like Onimusha 4 is fantastic, but it's just like it's so different than the other ones. Like, but it's also more refined. It's a good game, but it's still like it's kind of isn't the Onimusha I remember.
Right. Okay.
And they kind of stayed true to that all like the first 3 games. 2, I love 2 because I love Jubei Yagyu. I thought he was. For some reason I thought he was black, just because like his nose, and, like his lips, and I was like, oh, Jubei's black. I was like, yo, it's dude, yeah, which is kind of whatever. And so like I was just excited about it. Like, yeah, Black Samurai, awesome. Can't wait. So I like played you. Then I found out he wasn't. He was just Asian, and I was like, okay, I still love Jubei. He still looks black. I think he was like really tan, but like
yeah, he was a very dark-skinned Asian,
right?
From what I remember on the cover, at least.
Yeah, so. And so like he had a big nose, he had big lips, and I was like, oh snap! All right, can't wait for this. But guess something, Inosuke, he's dead. Which and then I found out he wasn't. I was like, I still love Jubei. He was a cool character. And then in Onimusha 3, they brought in Jean Reno, the French actor. He was in yeah. Oh shoot, what was that movie he was in?
Oh, he's in so many movies.
Well, there was one movie that I saw that was like The Protector.
What's his name again?
Jean Reno. The Contractor. Let me see.
Professional.
The Professional. That's what it was. Yeah, I remember seeing that movie like late at night with my brother, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." And then like the next year after I saw it or whatever, Onimusha 3 came out, and I was like, "Oh, this is Jean Reno! Like they got him!" And I was just so excited. I would love to see like Capcom remaster Onimusha 1 through 4 and Blade Warriors. It was like their fighting game that they made with like Onimusha characters, and they put in Mega Man EXE and Zero EXE, which is the NT Warrior thing. I hate that one. I would also love to see a Soul Reaver.
Oh
like,
yeah, you have a deep love for those games.
I have a weird love for Soul Reaver series. I don't even know why. I've never beaten one. I just played them a lot.
Okay.
I've watched
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, most of my childhood was literally watching my brother play all these games, and then when I played them, I was like, well, I already know what happens, so I'm just going to dig around.
Right.
I'm not playing for the story anymore. Like, I already know what happens. Raziel dies. Spoilers. I think. I would love to see a remake of the first Soul Reaver, a remaster of 2, and Legacy King Defiance. And if you want to be nice, Ubisoft maybe remaster Legacy of Kain 2, because that game was awesome. What else? Really, just those two. I would be like stupid happy if like Capcom was like, "Hey guys, we're bringing back Onimusha in like 2 years, but in those 2 years, here's the remaster of all the games." I'd be like, "Yes, I don't need like if you want me to save money build a PC, get Capcom to remaster Onimusha 1 through 4 and Blade Warriors." That is the only way, because I'm like, I'm good. I'll just play those all day. That's all I need. That and like Soul Reaver, or bring back Soul Reaver.
Yeah, a sequel. Would be cool.
It would be cool.
Like a reboot wheel.
A reboot?
Yeah.
No, just do something with the series. I just kind of feel bad for Soul Reaver that it just kind of got left in the dust. Like it ended great, but it's like still like, come on, you made vampires cool.
Yeah.
Like vampires were dumb. Like Blade and Soul Reaver, my opinion, only cool vampires.
Yeah.
Everything else is dumb. Twilight, dumb. Even though I watched the.
What about Underworld?
Who?
Underworld.
Dumb.
Okay.
First movie was good though.
Yeah, it's good. The first one's good.
I think that's it though. Yeah, no.
Those are good.
Yeah. Literally, you want me to save money? Make remasters of Onimusha and Soul Reaver, or do something with that series.
Okay.
Let me play it on PS4, Xbox One.
Yes.
That's all.
I would be game with that. Even though I haven't played either of them. Go ahead.
I think you really. You have
I know I would. Yeah, I do.
Get them. You can buy them for like.
Oh, probably dirt cheap.
Yeah, except 4. 4, Like maybe like 20, upwards of $20.
I'm not paying that much for a PS2 game, so
Yeah,
I'll just wait for Disc Traders to have one of their like blowout sales where
There
they're
you
like,
go.
"Oh, buy a PS2 game and get like 7 free." So, but yeah, I guess there
What about you?
there was 2 games for sure. I would like to see remastered.
Mm-hmm.
There's one I was hoping with the resurgence of JRPGs that maybe. And I don't think this will ever happen, but there's a game called Legaia 2 Dual Saga for the PS2.
Is that the game you were telling me about?
Yeah, it's a turn-based RPG that I
Okay.
think you would really like because it's almost got like a combo system built into it.
I love combos.
Because how you actually figure out new moves is, or how you actually, gosh, how do I describe it? How you actually use skills instead of like just going to a menu and hitting the skill button for whatever that skill is.
Mm-hmm.
You actually have to put in directional inputs with using the directional pad with of the PS2,
Mhm.
and that's how you put in attacks.
Oh.
So if you do the right combination, so like right down right, it actually activates a skill for that character. or
Oh, that
whatever.
sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's got a really cool combat system, and now like there is a way where you can like save them, or like when you discover ones, then you can then select them from a menu.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the fun is actually through discovering the skills by just inputting commands, and as you level up, you actually get more slots for commands, so you can enter in longer and longer combos.
Oh.
And what's cool too is when it gets long enough, you can actually do multiple skills in like one turn, basically, if you do the right
Okay.
combinations, and you can chain them basically.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see that remastered because I think it was really cool. Story was pretty interesting.
What else you got?
I got Suikoden 3, or like just the Suikoden series in general.
Oh, they ended that abruptly. Didn't Bandai Namco make that?
Yes, I think the last one was 5.
They make 5 of them? I thought
think
3
so.
was the last one.
No, 3. 3 is the one I played,
Okay.
and I really enjoyed it, but I never finished it because it's hecka long. But yeah, really enjoyed that. I know it will never, ever, 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 ever happen, but I would like to see him not only remaster but remake that Robot Alchemic Drive that I told you about, where you control giant mechs and you're like battling these aliens, and it's basically Pacific Rim, the video game.
Oh, I'd be all for that. I love giant robots.
Yeah, because it was really cool because like you as the player controlled the robot, but like you had to control this player who then controlled the robot, but the player had to, and the game had to control the robot remotely.
Uh-huh.
So you'd have to like go around the city as your player that's controlling this robot, and like you would press the select button, and that would change the perspective of like first person perspective of you seeing your robot that you're controlling fighting,
Mhm.
and then like you would use the analog sticks, and the analog sticks controlled both arms.
See, now you lost me. I don't like, for some reason, and this might just be like the games I played in the era I grew up in.
Or maybe it was just. Actually, I think I got that wrong. If you swiveled the right analog stick in one direction, it would control the left arm, but if you did the other direction,
You
it would do the
still,
right.
you still lost me.
No.
Because I like buttons.
You can use the
If I
buttons
press
for
the,
certain
if I,
commands.
but if I press the square button, can I punch them, or the circle button?
No,
Or is it?
it's like you actually like do uppercuts with
Oh, okay.
like the analog sticks. and
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't know why, and I don't like twin stick shooters either.
Interesting.
Like, I don't, because I just, for me, sticks are moving and looking, not shooting or punching. Like, they made a Jet
that's
Li
fair.
game. They made a Jet Li game, and I love Jet Li.
Oh, Jet Li Rise to Honor.
Right. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to play this with Jet Li. And then I was pressing square to punch, and it wasn't punch. It was right analog stick. And I was like, I'm taking this back. I don't want this.
Okay,
But that's just me.
that's a personal taste. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I like buttons. I like to feel like squares. I'm punching that dude in the face, not like I'm flicking this knob.
Right.
But I might give that a shot. It sounds interesting.
It was cool because you'd upgrade to the robot, and depending on how much collateral damage was done to the city, you'd get
Yeah.
more money, that sort of thing.
What is it called?
It's called RAD, but it was short for Robot Alchemic Drive.
Okay, I'm up for that. I'm gonna look that up.
And there was like 3 robots that you end up getting at the end, towards the end, like in total. It was cool, and then they each had their own like.
Wait, it
special
wasn't
skills.
turn-based?
No, it's like real time, like you're fighting this, like using a robot
Oh,
to
I
fight
can look
this
past.
alien.
I can look past analog sticks for that.
Yeah, because it was like real time, like you're trying to beat the crap out of this robot before it kills X, Y, and Z building or person or whatever. So
Okay. Well,
it was cool because and it was cool. Like you felt like you were just like in this giant Pacific Rim battle because like the alien would hit you and you go knocking back like 3 city blocks and like buildings would fall down, and then like one of the robots can launch his fist as like a rocket propelled fist and hit the alien robot. It was cool.
Well, I was going to buy it on Amazon, but Amazon has it for $50. So.
It's expensive, and and that goes to my other example of how games we miss because we're doing a podcast right now. Sorry.
To go kill you.
I'll just pretend that.
Let her, yeah, we never heard it.
I'll
she doesn't listen to the show, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'll at least send her a text.
Yeah,
telling her what we're doing. But anyway, Robot Alchemic Drive, great game. Also, I wouldn't mind if they remastered Sakura Wars. So
right.
I feel bad that I don't have a relevant game or a well-known game to remaster.
Yeah, you
but
said a bunch of stuff that like two people are gonna know about.
2 people might know.
Like, oh yeah, Robot Alchemic Drive.
Yeah, homeboy. I'm trying to think of a game that like. Oh, maybe Shadow Hearts? No, that's not even close. I'm just trying to think of my PS2 games and like which ones are actually ones people would know. Because all I got left for my PS2 games is really obscure
JRPGs?
Yeah,
sounds
pretty
about
much.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what was
that's your bread and butter.
Yeah, that's the bread and butter of that system.
But another thing with HD remasters, it's kind of like like we said, it's like sort of like rekindling a flame or gauging interest of a game that has been like long forgotten.
Oh yeah.
What are some series of games that you would like to come back that that haven't had a game in at least 5 to 10 years?
So it doesn't even have to be a remaster; it can just be like a straight
just
sequel.
A comeback. Yeah, comeback. Give me 3 of them. What would you like to come back?
And this can be. And what was the date range? Like how
At
far
least
back?
5 to 10 years.
5 to 10.
Even longer. Doesn't matter.
I really like a new Devil May Cry game. Just saying.
DMC or Devil May Cry?
I would like to see Ninja Theory's sequel. Basically.
Yeah, they kind of left it open ended. If you played the Virgil's Downfall, which is on the definitive edition, or you buy it on 360.
Yeah, I think I did play that DLC on the 360.
Yeah, it kind of gives sort of insight to what a sequel could be.
Yeah, because he meets Mundus and blah 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 blah. But
what?
Virgil.
Devil May Cry 3. I'm talking about DMC Devil May Cry.
Yeah, at the end of Virgil's Downfall, he meets Mundus.
No, he doesn't.
I think so.
In Devil May Cry 3, he meets Mundus, and then he gets killed. I think, maybe, allegedly.
Oh.
What are you talking
I thought
about?
in Virgil's Downfall he met, or at least went to that part of the world or something.
No. He fought him, like the last boss was fighting himself.
Yes.
Not Mundus.
Oh, well, I thought he ended up, after defeating himself, he interacted with Mundus.
Now I want to play again because I forgot.
Well, I could be wrong, so I can't remember.
You're confusing me. Anyway, DMC Devil May Cry 2 would be great. What else?
You might have to come back to me and say yours first, because I'm trying to think.
All right, Mega Man X. Oh my gosh!
Wait, you're saying Mighty Number 9 wasn't good enough?
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Oh my gosh! Do not compare Mighty Number Poop to Mega Man X. Like, I think Mega Man X had one bad game, and that was 7. Everything else was pretty good / great. Like Mega Man X6, while it's probably my favorite in the series, it was pretty good. But I just liked it because, like, when I first played it, it had all Japanese voices, and it also, like, you could unlock Zero.
Nice. I'm actually going to take a peek at my game and see if I can recognize any that.
What?
Oh, Asura's Wrath.
What about Asura's Wrath? come
that
back.
Needs to be remastered.
Oh yeah, it needs to it needs to do something with that.
Do something with it. I was gonna take a peek at my 360 games real quick just to see if.
I would also like to see. Oh, right. Since Naruto, they keep making dumb games for the Naruto series. They had these Naruto series of fighting games on the Wii and GameCube.
Oh yeah,
Clash of Ninja, and for Japan there was the Gekido Ninja Tyson series and Gekido Ninja Tyson EX.
What?
Let me tell you, people are like, oh yeah, the Storm games are so cool, and I'm like, but have you played Clash of Ninja and Gekido Ninja Tyson? Those games are all those are really good.
Clash of Ninja was really good for the time.
It's still good. Well, Clash of Ninja one isn't
Two's good.
Two's still good. 3, which was Revolution.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty cool. And then Revolution 2 was broken and unfinished, but I still loved it. I remember I traded in so much stuff just to get that game day one. I was like, I had to play this. And then they had Shippuden Revolution 3, and I was like, oh my gosh, this game is the best ever.
Nice.
But no, because they're great fighting games. 2, they're also great party games as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what I always liked about them is that you can just kind of pick them up and
have you played the ones on the Wii?
No.
Yeah, dude, you should play those at some point. I since I knew they were never I hope they make another one, one for the Wii, with the Switch. I mean, I imported Naruto Shippuden, Gekido Ninja Tyson EX3 and EX Special, which Special had Minato in it and characters that were kind of already outdated at that time.
Right.
But man, I put so much time in those.
Capture out there. I can. Man, it's. I would like to see Time Splitters make a comeback.
I thought that. Was there Time Splitters on PS3?
I don't think so. The last one I know of is Future Perfect. Because that company no longer exists. That made them.
What?
I looked up a list of the top 50 PS2 games and Suikoden 3's on there.
I have never played the Suikoden. I've always seen it. It's just kind of sitting there, when Blockbuster was still a thing.
Yeah.
I remember just looking at it. I was like, that looks cool. And then I looked at the back, found out it was turn-based, and I was like, nah, never mind. But I would like that one.
Yeah, because I think the crazy thing that was with Suikoden 3 is that there was 108 recruitable characters.
What?
108.
It's to join your party?
Recruitable, yes.
That's ridiculous.
But you didn't have to go out of your. Oh, Beautiful Joe. I enjoyed that.
I would like to see that Beautiful Joe game.
It's tough for me to say ones because a lot of games that I've thought about ever playing before or wish that they had made a comeback, they ended up making a sequel to it or they're kind of remaking it.
Mm-hmm.
Soul Calibur, I wish they would come out with a decent entry again. That'd be nice.
Well, I mean, they only had 2 that were subpar.
Ooh.
One that was bad, one that was subpar. One that was subpar, I would say 3, but I like 3 at the same time. But everyone else kind of was whatever about it. And then 5. 5 was terrible.
I would like a true Prince of Persia sequel.
Everyone would want another Prince of Persia game. That's good.
Kami's getting remastered, so don't talk about that.
Oh my gosh. I haven't played that game either.
I only played 10 minutes of it at for a demo or something like that.
Well, I didn't play it because I don't want to play as an animal.
That's fair. I can understand that.
I hated playing. I love Twilight Princess,
but probably when you had to play as
Wolf
or whatever. So
I was like, oh my gosh, come on, let's get through those stupid wolf parts.
I have a very unpopular opinion, but I'm not even going to say it.
What?
I think Legend of Zelda is overrated. There, I said it. Legend of Zelda is overrated.
You realize you have to explain yourself now. You can't just say things and like, all right, done.
Okay, first of all, I know Nintendo screwed over this timeline or whatever. None of it makes a lick of sense. Why is there like 8 games featuring him doing the same stupid thing over and over and over again?
What are you talking about?
He pretty much like all he has to do is save the princess or whatever it is. And...
Kill Ganondorf.
Yeah, okay, kill Ganondorf. Why does he have to kill this guy like 20 times?
Because
like,
he's evil and he's a reincarnation.
I just don't like. Don't get me wrong. Ocarina of Time is
good.
Good.
I hate Ocarina of Time.
Really, alright. And I don't know. It just seems. It's just I can't help but feeling it's just overrated because like I've played games that were so much better than.
Well, yeah,
of
of course. Like there are games that are better than Breath of the Wild, which people consider to be one of the best games. Like it's
yeah,
good.
I don't get it. It's just Breath of the
You
Wild.
also
Like,
have
oh
played
my
Breath of the
god.
Wild.
I haven't, so I can't say much about Breath of
Right.
the Wild specifically.
Right. I put 75 hours into Breath of the Wild, which I didn't even think I put that much time into it. But after I beat it, I haven't played it since. I think I played it for like 2 seconds again, and then I was like, alright, well, there's nothing else for me to do. People are like, you can do dungeons. Does it advance the story? No. Well, no.
Then I'm not playing.
I got the true ending. I was let down by that. I was like, man, I went to all these stupid locations to find these memories. Link can't remember anything.
Oh, do you remember Mercenaries?
The
Playground of Destruction for the PS2?
Yeah, I remember that.
I'd like to see that come back. Along with Psyops, the Mindgate conspiracy.
Well, here's another thing. And there was a reason why they stopped making, these games that that are awesome. Because they didn't sell well, in my personal opinion.
Oh, no, there's no doubt that they didn't sell well. That's for sure.
It was like they didn't see, any more reason to, keep making games, even on a Musha. It's one of my favorite games of all time. The last one probably didn't sell well, and they're like, all right, we're done with this series. It's not making us any money.
Right.
So it's like, all right, well, we're just done.
But yeah, sorry that I had to voice my unpopular opinion. It's been on my chest for a long time.
All right, say what you gotta say. Don't complain to me when it's like, yeah, we don't like Culture Show. We don't like them. Those guys suck. Especially that Alec guy who's not liking Zelda.
I will say this: Breath of the Wild is definitely the first Zelda game that I can see myself definitely getting into.
My oldest brother's actually playing that right now. Like he got a Switch, and I was just dumbfounded.
Your older brother that hates pretty much every game that we advised him.
No, no, that's my third oldest brother.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, I'm like, what?
No, my oldest brother who has a PS3 still and hasn't got a PS4.
Okay.
So he sent me a friend request on the Switch, and I was like, that's weird. Why are you sending me a friend request? And I was like, all right, well, I'll just accept it. And then I looked at it, and it was like Breath of the Wild, and I was like, did I play? I played Breath of the Wild in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but he doesn't have a Switch, and so I just let it go or whatever. And I was like, whatever. And then I texted him. I was like, did you get a Switch? And he was like, yeah. I was like, but why? And I was kind of offended and was like, but I was confused. I was like, why would you get a Switch? And then I thought about it. I was like, well, you do travel a lot and you're, whatever.
That's viable then.
Yeah. I mean, even if you travel a little bit, it warrants, and you want to play video games, getting a Switch is warranted, almost.
Right.
He's playing Breath of the Wild, and he's like, it's a great mixture of difficult and fun. And I was like, I can't believe you're playing that still. I won't believe he has a Switch until he comes to the house and he's like, got my Switch. And I was like, oh, wow, you actually have a Switch. Wow. Weird world.
Weird world.
But yeah.
I guess, is there any games that you have gotten rid of and you severely regret that you got rid of them? Even if it's because if you wanted to rebuy it, it's bonkers expensive, or hard as heck to find.
I would say JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle Royale, but I bought it on digital, PS3. That was digital, and it was $30. And I was like, I'm not, whatever. Let's see. That I regretted getting rid of. I don't think so. I think if I get rid of a game, it's because I despise it.
Yeah. I've just gotten rid of games just because I didn't think I would play them ever again.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted different games instead. And I just get upset because I went on websites and I'm like, wow, it's ridiculously expensive to buy that. Like, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is like $80.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I can't do that.
I'm trying to think if, like, there's a game that I had Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, speaking of which, and then I let my friend borrow it. And I've been trying to get that game back for, like, 15 years.
And just never got it?
Never got it. Well, not 15 years, but for a long time.
Yeah.
Been trying to get that game back. Same thing with my Bruce Lee book that I let him borrow. Which I'm not letting people borrow my stuff anymore unless I see them on a kind of regular basis.
Oh yeah, I had a friend person that I lent a bunch of stuff to, and he's lost like pretty much everything that I've got. He
Right.
borrowed them, so that was the end of that.
Right. Oh, so speaking of, oh shoot, I don't even know. Oh, bringing things back. Wolfenstein 2. That's coming out soon.
This topic.
And yeah, okay. So anyway, for those who don't know, Wolfenstein's a game where you kill Nazis.
I haven't played any of them.
You haven't played Wolfenstein?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're missing out, man.
I think I wasn't big into first-person shooters back when they were first relevant.
Okay.
So I think that's why I kind of
Well, I
missed
would
that train.
definitely recommend checking out Wolfenstein: The New Order.
I think I bought that for Caitlin, and for 360. I just haven't played
Play
it.
it.
I should.
It's there. Yeah, you should. It's a fantastic game. I love it. And then Old Blood, which I still need to beat that on. I bought that on Xbox. But Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, again, killing Nazis. For whatever reason, people are freaking out about it now.
Freaking out
That
badly or goodly?
That you're well.
Offendedly?
Yeah, they're mad that you're killing Nazis, and like people are like, why are you killing Nazis? And it's like, well, they've been doing that since the 80s. So,
yeah, I mean,
right?
Come on,
exactly.
Why are we killing Nazis? Because they're bad.
Like they're pretty terrible. Like they do bad things. They're generally not good people.
And for this game storyline, they're not like just Nazis. It's like almost kind of like futuristic.
No, well,
right?
You can say no. It's not in the future. It's like after World War II.
Okay.
And the Nazis win, and so like one of like the taglines is like "Make America Nazi Free Again" or whatever. And people are like, "Oh, why you say that?" It's like, well, because we want to make America Nazi free again. So yeah, and like people think it's like it's some like PR stunt that Bethesda's doing. It's like no, that's the main part of the freaking series. Like that's what it's always
like
been.
The Nazis won World War II, and we're trying to like liberate America.
Right. So yeah, make America Nazi free again. And people are honestly flipping out about it. It's like they're like, oh, not buying. It's like okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. You always vote with your wallet, but to voice like, oh, I'm not buying this game because I killed Nazis. It's like, would you play Call of Duty where you have to kill brown people? Well, Call of Duty is great.
I love that level, no Russian.
I play that every day.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I hate talking about politics in general, but I just think it's
I don't even know if this is politics. I think it's just people being dumb.
A little bit of both. It's so weird that I'm having this conversation, or I'm like, this is a thing that's happening in like this day and age. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure people like back in the day were like, man, I can't believe this is happening in this day and age.
Right. I don't know. It's just dumb that people are getting worked up about a video game storyline. Like, I don't like putting politics in my video games unless it like serves the story and whatnot.
Like Metal Gear Solid.
Right.
Metal Gear Solid and politics. Ooh, that made Metal Gear made me love politics.
Yeah, and like
be into it.
If there's a game that challenges my opinions or thoughts on certain things, I'm all for that. But it's when people bring it people aside from the developers bring politics into the game, then I'm like, what the heck are you doing? Stop being dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually research the game for once in your life.
Right.
Because what was that post? It was like basically said 1980s, like...
Yeah, it had like from the start. It was like, I was like, hey, kill Nazis. Okay.
Yeah, and then
kill Nazis. And the last one, the 2014 one, hey, kill Nazis. All right. And then the 2017 was like, why would you want to kill Nazis? Blah, blah, blah. That's crazy. Why would you kill Nazis? And it's like, we had like 50 games that we've been killing Nazis.
Like now you're just thinking that it's bad, or like you think it's okay to not kill Nazis?
It's just so weird that this is an actual thing.
Yeah.
And like, it feels too timely that this game, like, everything that's going on, and then here's this game about Nazis and whatnot. It's like
when we just had a resurgence-ish thing with.
Right.
No, I don't know. It's a weird time we live in. That's.
Yeah, but it's also one of the best times to be alive. That's for sure.
Video games.
Right. Video games. Oh my gosh. What else is going on in the video game world? I feel like it's been kind of quiet.
Yeah, it's been too quiet.
I know. Like, only thing that's kind of like really popping is Street Fighter Arcade Edition. They announced it, I think, like last week or 2 weeks ago. So Street Fighter, like.
Sorry, I just laughed because every time I think of a Capcom re-release, I always picture Super Street Fighter Arcade Ultra Edition or whatever.
It was Ultra Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. Leave Capcom alone. No.
I don't need to leave Capcom alone.
So, for someone like you, casual player, if the game's going to be $40, you get the characters from Season 1 and 2, you get the arcade mode, and you get, like, extra battle mode. But you can, like, you think that's enough for, like, you, a casual player, to,
I would say that
to bring you in,
entice me enough to consider it. Yeah, I hate to say this, but for the Street Fighter like combat, like the way that battle plays out, I don't know if it's for me. It's almost like it's not fluid enough, or something to that effect. I can't describe it, but it just seems like I'm just throwing in like one punch, two punch there. It's just not like a full combo type thing. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, and I get what you're saying. Like, it doesn't really have it's sort of like a custom, you create your own combo sort of situation where Tekken, it has that, but it also has combos for you to follow, or whatever.
Right.
It's sort of like you really mix it up in Tekken.
But I think I'll probably give it a shot, because I do like all the characters in Street Fighter games. I think I'll just have to give it another shot, because I didn't play a lot of Street Fighter 4 and Ultra Street Fighter 4. I don't think I played the arcade version, but
I don't know, for some reason I love the arcade edition more than any, because I'll never forget, I was in 12th grade and I should have been doing like my work to graduate, but because
as all 12th graders do, you should be doing this work.
Well, it was actually very important that I did this work, but the trailers had just dropped for Evil Ryu and Oni, and I was like, sorry, Mr. Bushin, I'm about to watch these trailers for Evil Ryu and Oni, because I gotta watch it. And then I was like, oh.
But if it's $40 and has like a good slew of characters and like an actual battle mode that... Wait, what's the battle mode?
Arcade.
It's just arcade. Okay.
Yeah, but the arcade apparently is going to be like super dense, because like there's like Street Fighter 1 arcade, 2, 3, Alpha, I think 4 as well. And like there's like multiple arcade endings, so it kind of like gives you a reason to keep playing arcade mode. And like I bought Street Fighter 5 for $60 day one. And
that was bare.
That was bare bones. There's no like.
We got online multiplayer.
Yeah, we got multiplayer. And we got survival. That is garbage. And then I paid $30 for the character path, the first character path. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, it's about to get. It's getting worse. It doesn't get.
Okay, you're at 90 for a game
90.
that you should have had all that stuff to begin with.
And then I bought the season 2 character pass.
How much was that?
$30.
Okay, you're at 120 for a game.
For one single game. Then I bought some costumes.
That were like $8.
No, that was, ooh, I probably still would have bought it. I bought some $4 costumes. Bought about $4 costumes. I bought a $10 stage.
A stage is $10?
But it was a limited edition. It was only available for a certain period of time. And I was like, well, it's $10. I got $10 to buy the stage. And it looked cool.
But the stage does nothing.
It literally does nothing. And I don't even fight on the stage anymore. I fought on it like the first week, and I can't remember the last time I played on it.
See, if it was like an Injustice stage, it would make sense because there's like interactions.
I wouldn't pay $10 for an Injustice stage.
Oh, I wouldn't either, but I'm just saying I could warrant it a little bit more.
No. I think the only reason why I tolerate Capcom's crap is because they were my childhood.
Yeah.
Literally.
I think that's what they use to their advantage. It's like, come on, we're so your old buddy.
It's like, remember Mega Man? Remember Mega Man?
Come on, man.
Remember
Can
Mega
you help
Man?
Brother
Come
out?
on, yeah, $10 that stage. Come on. You know you want it. And then I paid, I think $6 for some other premium costumes for Cammy, Ryu. Oh, I have a gangster Ryu. They call it the B-Boy outfit. He has like a hat. He looks like Paper Blade. He has a clock and everything.
That's pretty awesome.
And it's dope. That would makes me want to play as Ryu. And then I bought what else did I buy? So I'm at like how much? I'm at like 200 now.
Well, you said 120, and then you said you bought a couple of
costume.
You're probably around like 150.
150. Yeah, and I keep buying stuff for Street Fighter 5. Like
and yet you complain about Let It Die being a free play game,
right?
And you just think $150
spending like, here you go, Capcom. Take my money. Here's my paycheck.
Maybe that's what Capcom's next Street Fighter should be. Is like Street Fighter 6. It's just free to play, and then you just.
That's actually not a bad idea. Like you get like
and you just buy what you want.
Well, because Killer Instinct does that.
Yeah, where it's just a free character rotation.
Yeah, free character rotation. You like one character with a free character rotation. That would actually, I think that'll make them more revenue.
Yeah, rather than this, here's $60 for a base game, and you're going to have severe customer backlash forever, and then.
And I think that when Street Fighter 5 first came out, when I was working at GameStop. I could not recommend it to, people who came in, and like I'm a casual / hardcore kind of player. Like I'll play online now, but like I couldn't say like, hey, people say, hey, what's a fighting game like you can recommend? Mortal Kombat X, I guess.
Yeah, fighting games are kind of. It's only just either Mortal Kombat, Injustice, Street Fighter, or Tekken.
Well, no, there's more choices now. Like I can recommend Tekken, no problem, because Tekken just has that pick it up, play, whatever. I'm done.
I still don't get that.
Yeah, for you, I'd say get it at 30.
Okay.
Just because I know how you think. For you, I'd say 30. Okay. That's a perfect price.
Okay.
I had no problem paying 60.
But you really like fighting games.
I love Tekken.
And you love Tekken, so I think I'm just kind of holding out for Dragon Ball Fighter Z. So
I think Fighters, it's edgy, not Fighters Z, Fighters.
Oh yeah, Fighters. Yeah.
Fighters, yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Fighters.
They just announced Captain Ginyu and Nappa.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was kind of out of left field. And, like, I'm never going to play as them unless they force me to. One, I don't like either of those characters. I hate Nappa because he's just dumb.
And he dies
real
super
quick.
Fast.
Right.
So. And Ginyu is just meh.
Ginyu is whatever.
Maybe they're just trying to fill the roster up.
And that could be.
I don't know.
I'm very interested in to see what they're doing with the story. Apparently, it's going to be self-aware that it's a video game. And yeah, I don't know how it's going to work, but I mean, I
thought it's like a new Android is in this.
Yeah, there's new Android 21, but there's been like very few details, and I haven't had a chance to look at all of them. But apparently, it's going to be like it's pretty self-aware that hey, we know it's a video game, and they're going to make references to it or whatnot. I was like, maybe just add Deadpool at that point,
Yeah,
Deadpool, Goku, and Vegeta team.
Very interesting.
Right. Goku, tag me in! Anyway, yeah. But back on the topic of Street Fighter, do you think that with this new arcade edition coming out next year, that it will, one, bring in more sales because it has that arcade mode? Because casual play, like people don't.
Because I don't play online,
right? And people,
very often,
and a lot of people don't realize that, like having those like single player offline like arcade mode type things are very important to casual players.
Oh yeah,
because it gives them a reason to play the game. Like no casual, but no hard. Like my brother is a casual player. My third oldest brother, he's a casual player. He just bought Marvel Infinite. I don't think he's touched that again. He went back to playing 2K, but he's not playing online.
Oh yeah, and that's a game where you train to play online, basically.
Right, and like for him, it's just I want to just punch. I want to punch some dudes. I want to pick X and 0 and beat up people. That's it.
Yeah.
Like he's not super big into it.
And that's why I'm kind of waiting for that one to price drop too. As much as I love the Marvel vs. Capcom games, it's just like I just know that I'm not going to be able to play it enough to get good enough to be online.
And there's also not too many single player modes in that one. It's really just arcade, but there's no like endings.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think they like spent all the money on like their like those arcade, like those big story mode.
Oh.
Which it wasn't that great to begin with. I feel like they kind of spread it too thin.
Yeah.
And they just sort of just splurged it. Bam! All right, here we go. You know, like it didn't do anything for me. Okay. I would have rather them have like
a better arcade mode or something.
Yeah, a better
like
arcade mode. In all honesty, with arcade endings or like character specific arcade endings. Like if you team specific arcade endings. Like X and 0 have like this different arcade ending than if you just pick X or 0.
I wish what they kind of did. Now that you talk about it, is I wish they did what Injustice did with the multiverse mode, where like you basically that's like a single player mode that you can just basically under certain conditions or whatever you have to go against like alternate Earth characters or whatever.
Yeah.
And then what I like about multiverse and Injustice 2 is like you're actually going against other players' created characters.
Okay.
So it's technically you're going against people.
Yeah, technically. Right.
There is controlled by the AI.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, here's another thing. Do you think people would have bought Street Fighter V if it were a lower price? I know Street Fighter V is just going to be the biggest. It's going to be what we use as reference because now it has two versions. It has like the base version, which is 60, and then it has the version that's coming out, which is going to be 40, but with all the
pretty much every content.
Right. Do you
up
think
to now?
Right. Do you think that people would have bought it if it were $30? But it still had, like,
what it was when it released right now.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You think they still would have bought it?
Yeah, because there's no reason I don't even know what they were thinking other than to just swindle people that we're going to ship this game out $60, knowing full well that it is not complete whatsoever.
Right.
That is just highway robbery at that point.
And I was very pissed off at myself because I had pre-ordered the physical copy at GameStop. But my friends were like, "Oh, we're gonna play it at 12 a.m." And I was like, "But GameStop opens at 10." And so I was like, "All right, I'll buy the whatchamacallit, I'll buy the digital version now." If I hadn't have done that, I would have traded in Street Fighter V the same day, the exact same day.
And that's coming a lot from you,
right?
Being a Street Fighter fan.
I love Street Fighter. Like I grew up on Street Fighter. I think I'm the hardest on Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat because those are my first two fighting games. Tekken's always just been good, so I don't. I'm not like Tekken. What are you doing? But Tekken 7 kind of is like
you're kind of like iffy on that one.
I'm iffy on. I'm very iffy on Tekken 7. Like I love it. I think it's super cool, but it doesn't have a lot of the content that past Tekken games have had and then some. Like Tekken 6, and I'm not counting Tekken Tag 1 or 2. I'm just counting the main series.
Yeah. And the numbered entries.
Right. Tekken 6 was just ridiculous. It had like that. It had the beat 'em up that I feel like they perfected in that one, and it also had like a story too that was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't phenomenal. It was pretty cheesy, but it was really good. I also believe that just with what they were trying to go for in Tekken 6, they kind of hit. Because it was a big package. You got the beat 'em up, you got the story, which was part of the beat 'em up thing, and then you also got like Ghost Battle, Time Attack, Survival, Arcade with and you get the arcade endings too.
Oh wow! So I guess you would probably say that Tekken 6, especially as far as content goes, is
Tekken's,
best
yeah.
at Tekken.
Tekken 6 or 5
Okay.
is the best in terms of content wise, because Tekken 5 had Tekken 1, 2, and 3. Like it had the arcade versions packaged into it.
Oh wow!
And then it also had like it dealt with my favorite character Jin. Like the Tekken, the whole like Tekken Force thing was Jin's story, and like you went around beating up people in like 5 or 6 different stages. And then it also had arcade, story, what else? Time Attack, everything. Tekken 7, on the other hand, just has story, treasure battle.
What's treasure
online.
battle?
It's literally where you just fight. It's Ghost Battle, but in Ghost Battle, it's basically you just fight endless opponents. But in Treasure Battle, you fight endless opponents, and you'll sometimes get rewards of like different clothing items and whatnot.
Oh, for like customizing the characters. All right.
And Tekken 7 has like phenomenal gameplay, but just like content wise, I was just very disappointed because I was expecting Tekken Force too. Because I was like, oh, because they
got Tekken Bowling instead.
I hate Tekken Bowling.
Wait, you're saying you don't like bowling games inside your fighting game?
No.
You want to fight in your fighting game?
Yeah. Believe it or not. I know it's a crazy thing. But yeah, I want to fight in my fighting games. But tell you, Tekken 7 just had arcade and no arcade endings. It just kind of ended. And it was like 5 stages. And so it went from like the usual 10 to 5.
Ugh.
And then it had story, which the story was actually really good. I love the story mode. Like I think it's one of the better story modes because it's very simultaneous. It's like here, bam, like Heihachi kicks Nina in the face, fight. Or like in how they showed the trailer, like Akuma shoots a Hadouken, you press right, fight.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And so yeah, and they were fighting in the in the cutscene. Your health shows that.
Oh, I like that. I think Injustice, does that a little bit too.
Do they?
I think so. At least in the.
Oh yeah, I think in 1 or 2.
Especially in the first one, it did it a lot.
But I don't really care about that.
That's fine.
I don't really have like a love for Injustice. Like I like the games, but I always fall off it.
That's fine.
I fell off Injustice. I fell off Injustice 2. I can only see myself getting back in Injustice 2 if they add Spawn. Only way.
Only way.
Only way.
Only way.
I know I'm shallow, but
it's okay.
Whatever.
It's fighting
Spawn
games.
is cool.
That's what's nice about fighting games. It's a buffet. You can pick ones you want.
Right.
And nobody should give you crap for it because they're all great in their own ways.
Yeah. But it's weird. It's so weird that I love Tekken 7, but I just it's like a kid. You know they can do great, but they keep ending up doing the wrong things. Like, what are you doing? I know you're better than this.
Right. So it's just like something was missing in Tekken 7.
Yeah, and I think, and people always say, "Oh, you don't need survival, you don't need arcade." I was like, I like doing those. Oh, and Tekken 6 also had team battle, which you could pick like 8 characters and you just fight with each other. I like that mode because I want to see if I can pick one character, like do 8, and then if I can pick that one character, beat all 8 without losing.
Oh yeah.
Just to test myself,
Right.
And same thing with survival. See how long I can go. I like to get to 100 wins. I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tekken 7, it fell flat content wise, but gameplay, it was good. It's good. And I feel weird saying that about Tekken, like my favorite fighting game franchise. That it was gameplay wise good, but everything else is kind of meh.
I bet that hurts.
It hurts because I love every Tekken. I played every Tekken game.
Out of the Tekkens I've played, I love them.
Yeah, they're really good.
I think I've played 3 and 4 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of 5 and a little bit of 6.
I kind of want to go back and play Tekken 6 now. I know it's not the greatest, but
I want to say it might be backwards compatible now.
I know it's why I'm getting an Xbox One. So I play
Xbox
Tekken
One's a
6.
smart purchase.
It is a smart. I'm a smart man.
Good.
So
I was going to ask, when's the Street Fighter 4 arcade?
Street Fighter 5.
Sorry, 5 arcade edition.
January 16th.
Okay. I'll let you know if I'll get it, because $40 isn't bad, for considering what you're getting, which that should have been what you got the first time it came out. But I rest my case on that.
And I think and it's a free update for people who already have Street Fighter 5.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which is not nice. That's good. That would be weird if all right, since you got Street Fighter 5, give me $15, because that's what they did with Super Street Fighter 5. Going to Arcade Edition, they made you pay $15 if you wanted that arcade.
Wow.
Yeah. Same thing with Ultra. And here's the thing, I bought all of them.
You did that, didn't you?
I bought the actual version of Ultra, and I also bought the update.
I'm pretty sure you're the only one that's keeping Capcom afloat at this point.
Yeah,
they're we need Pierce to walk over that cash for those costumes.
Me and Maximilian Dude are just paying Capcom. All right, here we go.
There's that guy that constantly refreshes the webpage just to see if that from your account that it came in, and thank God.
All right, Pierce bought some. Bring it all.
Lights are turning off in the building, and they're like, oh my God.
Come on, Pierce.
Okay. Oh, he bought the Cammy costume.
He bought the Cammy costume and Karin. He doesn't even play as Karin Kazuki.
We can get lunch today.
I'm buying, folks. Pierce keeping the lights on. Yeah. And again, Capcom's my childhood. People are like, oh, Nintendo's my childhood. No, Capcom's my childhood. Not Streets of Rage. Oh my gosh, what was that game? The game Hagar's from.
Hagar?
Yeah. What?
Oh, I think that is Streets of
Rage.
I don't think it's Double Dragon.
No, it's not. I know it's not. It is Streets of Rage.
It's gotta be Streets of Rage.
Yeah. I played that. If it has Capcom on it, I've played it. Because, they may let me down, but I just keep going back. I'm battered, man, with Capcom.
It's an abusive relationship. They just abuse you and abuse you, but you just keep going back.
Maybe they change. They're doing better. I was one of those people who's like, oh, no. There's not going to be an Ultra Arcade Edition. It's only going to be Street Fighter 5, that's it.
Wrong.
Right. They're like, yeah, here's Arcade Edition, folks. And I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. It's fine, Capcom. Yeah, what'd you expect? Capcom's gonna do this.
And they thought they did Xbox One dirty by not releasing it for Xbox One.
Xbox One has one of the best fighting games out right now. That Killer Instinct.
I haven't played much of it, but I did like it from what I played.
I don't even care that. That's funny, because I'm kind of mad that people are getting a better deal than me in Street Fighter 5. And and all that.
Oh, once they release
it, yeah. But in Killer Instinct, I paid for the season 1 characters, and then I paid for season 2 and season 3. It was $20 each. So the game was free.
Yeah.
So 20, 40, 60, and then I bought some Killer Instinct gold to get extra costume items and whatnot.
So you just basically paid
I paid for a full game, right? And then they released the Killer Instinct Definitive Edition for $30, $40, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a great deal. I'm glad that you're getting this great deal. I wasn't mad.
Yeah, because you got to choose if you wanted to spend up to $60.
Right. It was my choice. I was like, this game's awesome. The gameplay's fun. It has enough modes that keep me, make me shut up. They continually update it.
Maybe I'll get that definitive edition then.
No, dude, definitely pick it up. It's really, really good.
Because I did play the free version for a little bit. And because I played through the tutorial, I'm like, man, they're getting really in detail.
Yeah, no, it's really in depth.
But I liked it because once he actually pulled off the combo and it was like, ultra combo.
It's like, combo breaker. I love playing my nephew in that game because like he'll like freak out. I was like, it's a combo breaker. And it was like he did that on me like 2 times, and I was like, I got mad, and I was like, who do you think you are? And I was like, you know what, about to end this right now. And just like beat him right there, and he started crying. I was like, oh, I kind of feel bad about what I did, but he combo broke me 2 times. He knew what he was doing.
Right.
You don't combo breaker someone 2 times and you expect things to be okay.
Right. I just really wish that they could bring back a Marvel, like, just remember Marvel Rise of the Imperfects?
Did you know that Marvel's making, like, they're going to start making games? Like, they have a partnership
With Square Enix.
Yeah, the same dudes who made the Tomb Raider games.
Yeah.
And
Crystal Dynamic.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. It's next year, too.
Oh, God. They better start saving money. Because when I saw that announcement that Marvel and Square Enix, like, one of my favorite companies, is teaming up to make games, like a multi-game project, I was like...
And I hope, oh man, you know how great it would be if they...
My figurative panties dropped when I saw that trailer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Yeah, you do you. You keep your figurative panties in a bunch, or away from me. No, I hope that it's like an Avengers game that has co-op, because it would be so dope if like I could have like you or whoever, and, like I'm Iron Man, you're like Hawkeye or whatever, just going around beating up Thanos or something like that. Or just
I'm not sure what. I don't even have a wild guess on what the game's going to be like.
I hope it's open world.
That's what I would. I don't want to say assume, but I guess
and I hope
that's what they're going to do.
Yeah,
but...
more than likely. And I hope that kind of like you can like go like and like there's like the like New York or whatever, or wherever it's going to take place, and then
go to Asgard or something.
Yeah, or like the Asgard space with the Guardians of the Galaxy, like have like multiple storylines and stuff like that.
Kind of intertwine or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, and it all comes together, like how Sonic Adventure 2 did it. Like you had like the light side and the dark side.
Oh, shoot.
And then
the one good Sonic
last.
game.
Shadow the Hedgehog is like the best game ever.
Okay, besides that one.
No, Shadow the Hedgehog's terrible. It's garbage.
Oh, I was like, wait, is he being serious?
No,
I disagree with him. So.
I love Shadow the Hedgehog.
Because I haven't played it.
You haven't played it?
No. Just played Sonic Adventure Battle 2 because that's the good one.
I mean, Sonic Colors is good. Why do we go on Sonic? Whatever. We're sticking on Sonic. Sonic Colors is good. Sonic Generations is great.
And I'm sorry, I shouldn't say the only good Sonic game. I should say that was the last good Sonic game.
I wouldn't even say that because Sonic Colors...
Oh, okay, but besides that, I did play a little bit or seen played Sonic Generations, and that's like true Sonic.
No, it's both. It's the 3D
like,
Sonic and the 2D Sonic.
Which I thought was cool. It was like a callback. But I think this whole Sonic Forces business is just dumb.
What? I'm excited for Sonic Forces. Like to make my own Sonic character? I'm about to
that aspect's cool,
I'm
but
about to
I'm
have a
not
Black
looking forward
Hedgehog. I'm about to have a I'm gonna have a Black Hedgehog. He's gonna have skates. It's gonna be Shadow, but he's gonna have a different name.
But you know how many people are gonna make some hentai on DeviantArt of these Sonic Forces characters? You know how much Rule 34 is.
Oh my god! You know there was people who were like freaks about Sonic that are like, yes, my dreams are finally coming true.
I should clarify this more. The problem I have with Sonic is not Sonic itself. It's this. There's a certain fan base of Sonic.
So most of Sonic's fan base.
Yeah, that scares me. Like I'm because I love Sonic Adventure Battle 2. Yeah, 2 Battle. Remember raising those chibi things or whatever?
The child?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope.
I love that.
Everybody loved that. Literally. You know, the person whoever said, I don't like the Child Gardens, thing's kind of dumb. It was like, well, you're playing Sonic Adventure 2 wrong.
Yeah.
Because you collect all the little test tubes, you feed to the little babies, and then I had a black evil one, I had a blue one that was like really good, and then I had one that looked like a monster.
Oh, nice.
Because you could feed them like animals.
Oh, God.
You didn't know that?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you could like...
I remember the test tubes, though.
Yeah, I fed one a gorilla, like a cheetah, and something with wings. A bird.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was a good game.
Anyway, Sonic Adventure 2 was good. Sonic Colors was really good. Sonic Generations really good. Sonic Unleashed, okay.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
It wasn't great, wasn't good.
What was the one that Sonic ends up kissing a human girl or something?
Sonic 06. I played that.
I just remember watching videos on that, and I'm like,
I played and beat that. I 100%ed that game. How? I was like 13.
Why?
I don't know. I was 13, and my brother bought an Xbox 360, and he didn't like it because he knew it was bad. But I was just coming off Shadow the Hedgehog, and I was like, yes, I need more Sonic. And I played Sonic's part and Silver's part, and I was like, I'm saving Shadow for last. Shadow's the best.
And it ended up being the worst.
No, Shadow was the best one.
Oh, okay.
Because he had to ride a motorcycle. Shadow was like, Shadow's the coolest dude ever.
He really is. He's the only reason I like Sonic.
He had
anymore.
a gun in Shadow the Hedgehog. He had a gun. He was strapped. It was dope. I loved Shadow the Hedgehog, the game for GameCube and Xbox and PS2. I love that.
I remember playing the demo and
I know it's terrible. I know it's not good,
but it's cool.
Yeah, because he
has guns.
Yeah, he has guns. Like he's shooting aliens. He's a terrorist. Also,
oh
yeah, he's killing army people like every stage. You can choose to or not. That's the thing. Shadow the Hedgehog. It literally is because it had a branching narrative. It had like 10 different endings. Right. And it was like you can be good, normal, or you can be evil. And like for every good action you did, you had your good meter went up. Every bad one, your bad meter went up. When you had enough blue, you will go light speed.
Call back to way earlier in this podcast. Catherine needs a sequel or some sort of spin-off.
Yes.
You just mentioned the good and bad bars. With
I was like,
oh my god,
why did you bring that back up?
Because Catherine's amazing.
Catherine is amazing. Anyway, and then if you got all the red bar, the chaos destruction, you blow everything up.
Are you chaotic good or chaotic? Oh damn it!
Ha! You didn't sneeze, loser. So anyway,
I lost it. It hurts.
So anyway, Shadow the Hedgehog, one of my favorite games. I meant to buy it this past weekend, or this past couple days. I just forgot.
Oh.
But I'm going to buy it. I like that game too much.
Yeah.
You don't even know. You don't even know. I'll never forget when I bought that game. It was my birthday, and my godparents gave me $50. And my mom took me to Toys R Us, and I was watching reviews on Shadow the Hedgehog. I was making informed decisions as a 10 or 11 year old.
I need to see what the pros and cons are of this game.
I was like, okay. They're like, IGN was like, it's not that great. And I was like, okay, whatever. IGN. Shadow the Hedgehog's options to get in a motorcycle and get shoot people. What other side of game can you do a drive by on? None.
Didn't think so.
Right, 10 out of 10. No game's perfect. 10 out of 10. So I was just anticipating it. I was watching gameplay, but I didn't watch up to I only watched the first 2 stages. Nothing else. So we go to Toys R Us, and I was like, I know what I want, Mom. I'll be right back. So my mom is very religious.
Oh, she came out walking with this hedgehog with guns, with an arsenal on the cover.
No, and that's literally the conversation that we had. Because I gave her the cover, and she was like, "Oh no, you're not playing this game." Because he had a gun, there was explosions behind him.
Yep.
Yeah, so she was like, "No, this ain't flying in my house." But I was like, "Mom, it's rated E, 10 and up. I'm everyone, and I am older than 10.
What'd she say to
I hit her with that logic. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good.
I got it.
She was probably like, okay, it can't be that bad if it's...
No, he had a gun, and then he was shooting and killing people.
Yeah.
He shot army people in the head, and he shot aliens. Yeah, you were killing army men. Shadow's a terrorist.
Yikes.
Yeah, hell, he's a, or you choose to be a terrorist. You don't have to be. You can kill the aliens, or you can just go through the stage and get the golden coin. The choice is yours in Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Teaching morals to kids since
2005.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about to be.
Shoot.
It's about to be the game. That game's like 17-year anniversary. No, 12-year anniversary. Came out in 2005, November 17th. Oh, that's 15th. I'm gonna buy that game. I love that game.
There's a lot of good games out there. I still haven't even. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, we forgot our other main topic.
Oh
versus
yeah,
Wayne.
right.
I guess we kind of incorporated a little bit of that in there.
Kinda, but
Let's
it's
be
still
fair.
not the. It's
I mean, if you want to keep going, we're at an hour and 20. We don't have to make it too long if you don't want to.
no.
Do
We
other
can
stuff.
split it. We can split it in two.
Split it. All right.
Split it.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, as anyone knows,
So your closing comment. This is your closing comment.
what
This is your closing comment.
closing comment done.
What were you gonna say? You were gonna say though.
What
You were gonna say as anyone with something.
are we starting the second part of it, or are we splitting it? Keep this in.
Like, did you want to do something else? Like, did you want to end this podcast now and then do something else, and we can do the second part later, like next week or something? Or did you want to keep going?
Just keep the ball rolling.
He wants to keep the ball rolling,
Keep the
folks.
ball
All
rolling,
right,
keep
so
the ball rolling, folks.
we'll end this one then, and then just start with another one with our topic. Right? Is that what you're saying?
Y'all.
Y'all. All right.
See you in
you
like
guys.
2 seconds.
Yeah. Peace. Except for everybody else, it's gonna be like a week.